Narendra Modi ji, and also I thank Honorable Speaker while speaking in support of this bill. The bill, in the objects of the bill, what has been stated by the Minister, no, it is there. For ease of business and for giving some directions to the persons involved in the business, which will take India at least 50 years ago, 50 years preceded from this time today by use of this bill. Now, one of the respected members were talking about sending some some goods were indulged in water, having some furnace oil, etc., and nobody knew who was the owner of the goods. Here, without giving any blow to the earlier bill which has been repealed by this act, without giving any blow, it has been stated clearly that the consignee would be accepted as the owner of the goods, where the property in the goods would transfer to the consignee. It is a deeming provision, it is a fiction of law, that while before this, in the bill of lading, the consignor and consignee was mentioned, and it was the consignor who was taken as the owner of the goods. Here, by using one legal fiction, it has been done that the property in the goods means the ownership of the goods will be deemed to have been transferred to the shipper. That is the owner of the ship through which the good was being sent and also the consignee to whom it has been sent. The result, suppose 1,000-ton smuggled coal from West Bengal, is transported by ship from Bengal to some other country outside India, and if it is caught by any of the Navy or any of the water monitoring authority, then the first question would be, who sent this 1,000 tons of coal? This coal is coming to my mouth because of the reason that there is a coal scam, huge coal scam in West Bengal. Who is the owner of this coal? Who is the owner of this coal? Now nobody will be able to find it out. Who is the owner of the coal? Here it has been done that it is deemed, it will be considered, it will be accepted that the person who is shipping the coal is the owner of the coal. That's the advantage which has been created by this bill in modern terms instead of a bill of 1800. A bill which was framed in 1800. A new bill was required, is always required to come to bring the new terms in the Act. Here another very important is Section 2, where the liabilities also, not only the rights, liabilities also has been fastened upon the shipper, that is the consignee or the person who is transporting the good. Bill of lading is actually a paper, a document which shows that who is sending the goods, what is the amount, where it is being sent, and to whom it is being sent. Bill of lading is a very simple thing. Bill of lading, some informations are given. Now it was always considered that the person who is sending the bill, he is the owner. Now in this bill it has been stated at the very outset, that is the object and reasons, to transfer of rights of suit and all liabilities to the consignee. If something happens to the good, who would sue? The person who has some insurable interest in the good. Why I am saying insurable interest? Because anything which is to be shipped is bound to be insured. So the person who has some insurable interest in the goods will sue. Now if the person is not available, if the shipper says that yes, somebody booked it, if the consignee said yes, I sent some money, but the person who sent it is never found, so there will not be any suit. But in the meantime, the shipper and the consignee has already been faced, has already been accounted for huge loss. So in this bill, it is stated that who will extract the money, that is the damages caused due to some problems which has been shipped in the goods, and not only the goods, some goods which is mentioned in the bill of lading but has not been given in the ship. Here ship, the word ship includes also any carriage by way, by road. Shipping does not always mean that it has to be shipped by a ship. Shipping is a term of insurance which covers also the carriage of goods by transporters through road. So here if something is required to be done in the court of law, the person to whom the good has been transferred for shipment, not the ownership, to the consignee, not the ownership, he can also sue the person who is liable for the damages. This particular provision, along with the opening up of the whole thing, that is Section 5, proposed Section 5, the central government may give such directions as it may deem necessary for carrying out all or any of the provisions of this Act. It has an opening to the national trade and also the international trade. For doing something, if some direction is required, a person is to go to the court of law, where a litigation will continue for 20 years. Whereas the government has taken the responsibility of giving directions. If the direction is bad, court has also already vested with the power by Constitution of India to declare it as bad. So whether it is a bad decision or good decision, I am not on that. I am on the question whether the government can issue certain directions for the betterment of the transport by sea or by road. The bill of lading is not only used in ship, it is also used in transport and also in multimodal transport act. Under multimodal, we have one multimodal transport act which shows that some goods will start, say, from Calcutta to Paradip, from Paradip to some other country, from that country, from the port to some factory. For the whole thing, one bill of lading can be used. This is said multimodal transport. So this multimodal transport will also come within the meaning of this act. So while supporting the bill, I say that it has opened up an area for our country which is very progressive, which will bring India at least 50 years ahead of our time. Thanks to all. I conclude.
Thank you, Honorable Member.